Good morning, Uma. My name is Dejur Jones. I am a yoga therapist, and my business is called Dejur Jones Yoga Therapy. Dejur Jones Yoga Therapeutics. Dejur Jones Yoga Therapeutics. I've been teaching yoga for the last 10 years now, and teach to a variety of different populations. So I'm really grateful to be here with the Uma family. So we're doing a little chair sequence today. Grab a chair, preferably one without arms. If possible, if you have a chair with arms, that's okay. Or a bench or stool, anything that feels steady and secure in movement and moving. And we'll just start with a grounding. So sitting with your feet flat on the floor, and separate your legs to your comfort. Give that phone call. Apologies. Feet flat. You can place your hands on your knees or thighs or hang onto your belly. You can put both hands over your heart, your choice. Take a few breaths here. We're breathing through our nose. And this helps the nervous system to settle a bit, particularly the exhale. So if you're ever feeling stressed or anxious or activated or triggered, upset, annoyed, whatever. You can also be in a good mood and everything be fine. And always regulate your nervous system by focusing your attention on your breathing and trying to extend the exhale a little bit longer, and again, nasal breath. So while we're doing this, we feel our hands touching wherever you have placed your hands. Notice fabric. One hand is over the other. Feel the pressure of the top hand. Noticing the backs of your thighs, touching your seat bottom, your back, touching the back of your chair, feeling the support of your chair, your back from the upper back all the way to the back of the thighs, feeling the support of your chair, the stability of your chair. Take some smooth breaths, some more smooth breaths here. Have a look around the room you're in, looking around as if it's your first time in there. Just noticing all the things in that room that put the room together. So I have plants and I have figurines and stuff. I have cat stuff around, cat toys and bedding around. Looking around, checking in with the breath. You will sit up away from the back of the chair. So lift your spine upward to the top of your head, the crown on your head, reaching up toward the sky. Bring your hands, both hands onto knees or thighs. We're going to do some slow circles with the torso. So these are really helpful for the hip joints. Even though the torso is doing all the movement, it's actually the hip sockets are moving around the thigh bone. So circling and breathing. When you come upright, inhale. When you come forward, that's your exhale point. We'll reverse our direction. Inhale when you sit upright, exhale when you lean forward. So we're linking breath and motion, breath and movement together. Let's reverse to the first direction again. Exhaling forward, inhaling upright. A lot of times we get, well, most of the time, I speak for myself, get stiff when I sleep. And so when I wake up, these movements are welcome to get what's called the fascia literally frozen by temperature, but because of inactivity, it kind of gets hard, we'll say, temporarily. So the movement of the muscles and the organs in the morning, we loosen that fascia up. Fascia can go the other way, reverse to the second side, second time. Fascia holds our bodies together. So it holds the muscles where they should be. It holds the organs where they should be. It's called connective tissue. And so it freezes when we stop moving. We'll come back to center, bring hands into prayer hands. This is called Anjali Mudra in the language of yoga, which is Sanskrit. Press the palms together. Take a breath in. Then exhale and bring the left elbow toward the left knee. So you can either touch the left knee, touch the left elbow to the right knee, or you can hover above the left knee, the right knee. I'm getting my directions mixed up. Let's start that one over again. Hands in prayer hands. Inhale, bringing the left elbow to hover above the right knee, or you may touch the right knee. That's a lot better. Bring the right elbow up so the palms are pressing firmly together, and look down between your feet. This is a seated twist, one of the many seated twists. And so looking in the direction of the feet, we'll start there again. Look between the feet, soft gaze, breathing through your nose. See if you feel any stretch or lengthening around the low back and the left side of your rib cage. We're holding here so that once the muscles stop struggling, if they are struggling, they are in my body because I just woke up a couple hours ago. The muscles will eventually basically surrender to this shape, basically. So hold here and breathe. If you want to move your head from side to side, looking up toward the right elbow, and then again down between the feet, you can do that a few times. Again, don't forget about the breath. Check in with your jaw. And inhale, come up to center. Notice the rebound of the muscles. Let's sit with that for a second. So release your hands and shake out your hands and wrists. And see if you feel any difference on the left side rib cage compared to the right side. And so that is the yoga part of what we just did, the stretching of those muscles, the lengthening of those muscles. We'll go to side two. Hands in prayer position, inhale, and then twisting right elbow toward the left knee or touching the left knee. So your choice. If you touch the left knee, it's obviously a deeper forward bend, so you get a deeper stretch in your low back. So for this side, it's twisting to the left, so low back stretch and also stretching. You may feel something on the right side of the rib cage. I feel something on my right shoulder blade, a stretch or opening there. You may look down between your feet, or you may look towards your left elbow, or you may move your head back and forth, your choice. So pick which feels most therapeutic for you right now. I did not feel the same sensation when as far as my right shoulder blade is concerned, on the left shoulder blade, just as an awareness of what's going on with my movement and my body. There's nothing to fix or do about that, just a noticing. Come back to center on an inhale. Let the hands down on the knees or thighs and see what you notice on the right side of the rib cage now. So yeah, I feel a lot of difference in the right shoulder blade compared to the left. I didn't feel anything in the left. Whenever I mention noticing and you don't notice anything, that is okay. That's just the way it is. Nothing's wrong or broken or needs to be fixed, just an awareness. So we'll come back here to hands on knees or thighs, again, sitting straight up and away from the back of your chair. I want you to grab your right knee, hands, thumbs on top of your right thigh, and just exhale, lift the right knee up to your chest. Inhale, lower the right foot. Exhale, lift the right knee to chest. Inhale, Lower the right foot. We'll do 3 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. This is number 1. Exhale, lift. Inhale and lower. So this is for the hip joint again. And also we're getting a little workout with the biceps because they're helping us lift the knee. And we're moving the breath again, linking the movement and the breath together. So we'll start with the left knee, thumbs on top, the fingers underneath, fingertips facing each other on the back of the thigh or back of the knee. Exhale, lift, left knee to chest. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. 3 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale. And last one. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Sit back a little bit. We're still sitting away from the back of our chair. Take a couple breaths here. Just pressing your palms together. The shoulders are dropped down and relaxed, so they're just neutral. They're not lifted up toward the ears. They're not stressed upward. They're just down and relaxed. Breathe here. Take an inhale here. Exhale, interlace your palms and press away. That's the exhale. Inhale, lift palms to ceiling. That's the inhale. Exhale, release the arms. So the arms are going to come behind you on an angle. It looks like this from the side. So they were here. That was an inhale. We're going to exhale, release them back behind. So we get a nice stretch on the front of the shoulders. The shoulder caps is what they're called, and across the chest. So this across the chest stretch is called basically a heart opener or chest opener. So the arms are here. That was the exhale. And then we'll come back to center, hands in front of your heart on an inhale. Let's go 4 more rounds. Exhale, push. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release behind you on a diagonal. Inhale, prayer hands. Exhale, push. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release behind you, diagonal. Inhale, hands to heart. Push on an exhale. Lift on the inhale. Release on an exhale. Hands in front of your heart. 1 more round. Push. Exhale. Lift, inhale. Release, exhale. Inhale, hands in front of your heart. Let's hold here. Sit back in your chair. Palms pressed together. Noticing the palms touching each other. Noticing the feet touching the floor. Take a couple breaths. Then release your hands. Place your left ankle to your right knee. Press down gently, left palm on the inside of the left knee, gently pressing downward. See how you feel, how it feels in your left hip joint. I'm going to compare sides when we get to the right side. Left side feels okay. It's a little tight, but not the worst. I've had it more tighter. And let that go. Hands in front of your heart for Anjali Mudra. Sweep out and up. Breathe in. We're going to do a forward bend. Down, hands toward the the right foot. Check out how your hip feels. Left hip. Inhale up. We'll do 4 more like that. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. And 1 more. Exhale down. We're going to hold here. So you can either let the arms hang down, or you can place your forearms on your inner left leg, like using the leg as a shelf for your forearms. So when the hands are hanging closer to the floor, that's a deeper forward bend, a deeper stretch in the low back. If your back is really tight or this is uncomfortable, you may use a variation or option of putting your forearms on the inside of the left leg. Look down toward the right foot. Take some breaths here and just see how things feel. The shoulders are going to want to kind of come up or curl forward. Keep them down and low. So shoulders back down toward the low back in that direction instead of letting them ride up toward the ears. Okay, long spine here. The neck is long as well. Just notice the releasing or the lengthening and what's going on in your left hip joint. You may not feel a thing, and that is fine. And then let's exhale, let the arms hang low. And then inhale, come up to seated. Swan dive the arms down, place the left foot on the floor. Compare sides. Notice how the left leg feels compared to the right leg. Notice how the left hip feels compared to the right hip. See if you notice any differences. We'll switch sides. Right ankle to the left knee. This hip is not bad. It's a tiny bit tight, but they're pretty equally not. Some days it's really tight. And it's interesting because I'm a flight attendant also, and I was on an airplane all day yesterday. So I'm glad that I'm not all locked up from that. Right hand presses down on the inside of the right knee. Sit up tall, away from the back of your chair. Gently press. We're not forcing or jamming. Just using a little gentle pressure to push that knee down toward the floor. See what you notice. Now I do feel a little tweakiness in my right knee. This knee had a forget what happened to it quite a few years ago, but I had to wear a knee brace for a while. So it's a little, I feel a little tiny sharp pain, but not the worst, but it's different than the left side, that knee. And then bring hands to prayer hands. We're going to sweep out, inhale, arms up, forward bend, exhale down. We'll do 4 more like that. Breathe in, lift. Exhale forward. Check out how your right hip feels when you come forward. Here's number 3. Inhale, lift, sit up tall, reach up tall. Exhale forward. Here's number 2. Inhale, come up. Exhale forward. And number 1, breathe in. Exhale forward. So hands hang down near the left foot. Or you can use the inside of the right leg for a shelf with the forearm. Try that out. Extend the top of your head away from the back of your chair. So we want a long spine, even though we're leaning forward. Shoulders are down. They want to come up because it's more comfortable. Keep them pushed down towards your low back, toward the back of your chair. And hold here. Breathe smoothly through your nose. Relax your jaw and your facial muscles. And then when you're ready, let's inhale, arms up, sit up really tall, reach up, fingers up toward the sky. Swan dive the arms down, and then place the right foot on the floor, sit back in your chair. Compare sides again, see if you feel anything that's different, to feel the same. Just a body scan, which is noticing the different sensations and feedback from our body. Okay, and now we will do a little sun salutation or sun breath. Seated. Hands in front of your heart, sweep out, inhale. Exhale, flat back, bend forward. Hands come on the outside of the ankles. Inhale, bring the left knee to chest. Did this before. Exhale, left foot on the floor. Hands on top of your knees. We're going to circle twice. It doesn't matter which way. 2 circles each way. First, when you're ready. And we'll do cat-cow. So come back to seated. The arms are pressing inward toward the side rib cage. Inhale, lift your chest and chin. Chin lifts just a little bit. Arch your back. So it looks like this from the side. So my back is arched. My chest is lifted. My chin is lifted a little. My head is not falling back behind. So that's the cow shape. Exhale, curl into cat shape. Think about the back of an angry cat or scary cat. Inhale, lift to cow. Exhale, curl to cat. We'll do one more set. Inhale, lift to cow. Inhale, curl to cat. And then we come back to neutral and hold here. And we'll go to the second side. Hands in front of your heart, sweep out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale with a flat back. Swan dive the arms down, hands near the outside of the ankles. Inhale, bring the left knee to chest, right knee to chest. Exhale, right foot onto the mat. Circle the torso 2 times each way. So you decide which direction you start. When you do the first set of 2, reverse the other way. And then we'll set up for cat-cow again. We'll start with cow. So we're sitting up tall, hands on top of knees or thighs. Inhale, lift to cow, arch the back, chin lifts a little bit, chest lifts a lot. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lift. And exhale, curl. And we'll do one more set of both. Hands in front of both sides. Hands in front of your heart. Sweep out. Inhale, lift up. Swan dive down, forward bend. Inhale, come up with the left knee. Exhale the left foot onto the floor. Set up for cat-cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 3 of these. Here's number 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Come back to neutral. Set up for the second side. This will be the right knee. Sweep out, inhale, lift. Exhale with a flat back, forward bend. Hands touch the outside of the ankles. Inhale. Come up with the right knee. Exhale. Right foot on the floor. Inhale, cow. I skipped a part. We'll keep going. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. 2 more. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Here we go. Circle twice each way. Circle twice. And then when you're ready, circle the other way twice. And then come back to center. Bring your hands interlaced behind your head, sit up tall. We're going to exhale, bring the elbows together and curl the elbows toward the knee. That's the exhale. Let's just hang here for a couple breaths. So leaning forward, knees, elbows toward the knees. You may be able to touch your knees, it doesn't matter. Hovering or touching, it's all the same. Hold here. Inhale, reverse that. So sit up, lengthen the spine, elbows wide. Exhale, curl down again. Inhale, lift, sit up straight, elbows wide. Exhale, curl, elbows toward the knees. Inhale, lift, elbows wide apart. Exhale, curl. We're going to hold here again. Hold, elbows near the knees or touching, your choice. Inhale, come up, elbows wide. Hold here, lift your chest. Breathe through your nose. This is another back bend. The hands are supporting the head. Chest is lifted high. And then one more time, curl down. Exhale, and then inhale back up. And then release the arms, shake out hands, shake out legs, feet. And we'll go into final rest. So I want you to sit back in your chair. Shoulders drop down. Hands, arms, any way you want them, doesn't matter. Just notice how you feel. Check out your breath. Notice if it's a little more relaxed, not so tight or fast as when we started. Noticing your feet touching the floor again, the backs of your thighs and the backs of your low back, touching your seat or your back of your chair. Checking out your jaw, relaxing or releasing your jaw if it's tight right now. Loosening any facial muscles, relaxing your face, no frowning or grimacing or straining or struggling. Neutral face, neutral facial muscles. Checking on the breath. Smooth, easy breath, just like ocean waves, in and out. They're not the breath, not jerky, not forced. May you be happy. May your life have meaning. And may you be an instrument of social change. Thank you so much, Uma Clinic, for having me. Thank you, friends, for practicing yoga with me. And I will see you next week. Thank you.